just the whole atmosphere in the gym tonight was tremendous for our home opener. We had a great crowd, and I think that we anticipated that there would be a lot of kind of energy and excitement and emotion in the gym as we started, and there was. And I think that it was a well-played game, hard-fought game, and I'm obviously happy for the win. And got a quick turnaround now, and look forward to Long Beach State on, I don't know what day that is. I think it's Tuesday, but they tell me it's Monday. So
Depending
it's
on how the games go.
a late start on Monday night. But I thought we had some guys who really stepped up and played well. And Kyle Davis's night tonight was just terrific. He 20 rebounds in a game is a number I think a lot of guys shoot for, but very seldom does it happen. So excited for the win, and I look forward to practice tomorrow and getting down to Long Beach and get started. So with that, I'll take any questions.
I think is Kyle a guy who's dialed into rebound from the very start of the game?
I think that's a big part of who he is. I mean, he is a, we saw it in the trip to Spain last year in practice. When you're playing on a scout team, you don't get a real look at just kind of like a real game situation. But you could tell even then that he tracks down balls pretty well. And there were a lot of misses tonight, which gave us a lot of opportunities to rebound. But the bottom line is that he's good at getting his body on people and timing the ball and getting to it. So, and he's not a high flyer. Most of those rebounds are coming down below the rim, but he's in good position, and hopefully we can count on 8, 10, 12, 14 rebounds a game from him.
Can you elaborate more on that rebounding discrepancy that you guys had tonight? Seemed like you guys really dominated the boards. You out-rebounded by 33.
Well, I think that there were two things that lead to that number. They ended up with, 7 offensive rebounds for the night, and they were really determined to get 4 guys back to stop our transition offense. And so on the miss, we actually had an advantage. We really had 3 or 4 guys against their 1, and they still got 7 offensive rebounds. So we'll be sure to show those tomorrow to our guys. But I think that we contested shots pretty well for the most part. We had a couple guys that we zeroed in on defensively that we wanted to make sure every shot was a tough shot away from the basket, and I think that's what kind of led to it. There's a lot of jump shots tonight, contested jump shots. We'll go back and watch the film and try and see the things we can get better at. But I liked our concentration, our intensity, and our focus on the defensive end. I thought it was a good start.
When someone like Kyle comes in as that kind of focused rebounder, it seems like rebounding is what you love to do most. Does that spread to the other guys with all those games kind of getting after the board too?
Well, you hope that you kind of build a culture of a team where those kind of numbers or stats become really contagious, kind of hustle stats where guys are competing, as far as rebound numbers and maybe steals and maybe turnovers, those kind of things, or turning guys over. And because those are real, those are numbers, individual numbers that you can really strive for that will really help your team. And I've never been a big guy, try to set a number on somebody that you need to score this many points, or you need to, but rebounds can be unlimited. It reminded me of all the rebounding performances here in my time. Hoffa was just an unbelievable defensive rebounder, and when you get 18 defensive rebounds in a game, you're really working hard.
Assess the defensive performance from the night and the impact that Quincy's had on this staff.
He's fit in really well with us. He's come in, and I think that one of the most important things is how you come in and relate with the players. You know, when you got a good returning group of guys, and obviously, you know, Quincy knows a few of these guys because he coached them in high school, but I think his credibility, guys have really, that was easy for him. I mean, a guy who was so successful, was a high school coach, been a college coach, was a college player, and I think his senior year in Wagner, he was second leading assist guy in the country that year behind Bobby Early. So those are things that can bring some instant credibility along with 7 state championships. So he gets along really well with the guys, and I really like the way it's kind of been seamless. It's been a good fit.
And on the offensive end with the shorter shot clock, do you plan on this team getting more possessions off right in a game?
Well, this game was similar to the exhibition, our first exhibition game against Arizona Christian. Kind of fast-paced, up and down. The last Fairbanks exhibition game was a game where they really tried to control tempo and control the clock. Those will be, I think, the nights where we really get an idea as the feel of, you know, that 5 seconds difference on the clock. But tonight it felt pretty similar.
Anything else?
When you head off to this Long Beach State team, what are some of the particular issues that you're concerned about with the late tip?
Well, obviously, when we play a Monday night game, that's always our issue. The biggest issue is that our practice time is limited. We'll practice tomorrow, review this film real quick, and then we'll get on to Long Beach State. They play tomorrow night, I think, their first regular season game. And then we'll have, you know, we'll go down there and have a little shoot around in the pyramid on Saturday night late, so guys can get a feel for the building. We'll do this trip very similar to how we did it against Stanford a couple of years ago when we played in the tip-off marathon on Monday night. And hopefully we have the same results.
Do you have a timetable when Jamal's going to get back at all right now?
I'm hoping that it's in the next week. I mean, we got 2 games next week, and I'm hoping that I would love to have him playing both, but I hope he plays at least one of them.
How do you coach, manage, encourage Kyle Collinsworth, the jump shooter?
He was really aggressive tonight. I just love the energy and effort. He played hard. He left a lot out there tonight as far as, you know, he scored in so many different ways. He scored a free throw line on the post, dribbling drive. You know, Corbin took a basket away from him somewhere down the line. Corbin will have to repay him for that. And, but I like the way that just his energy, it just spread throughout the team. And that's what a good leader can do.
Coach, you mentioned in your opening statement the atmosphere in the arena. Does it kind of just take you back to think where this program's grown since you got here back in '96, and just how this has become a place where it might be football season, you're still getting big crowds?
It is. I remember when I first got here, and Pete Whitbeck told us here at BYU, this is years and years ago, that football season starts after the bowl game. I mean, basketball season starts after the bowl game. And I think over the years that our fans have come to appreciate the early November games. And this was a great crowd, and hopefully it continues. I think we've sold a lot of those seats, but we had obviously a great walk-up crowd tonight. And to have that remodeled, I mean, it's crazy. I've been here for 10 years as the head coach, and now I've switched 3 different times. I coached on one side and moved to the other side, and now I'm back on this side. And this feels really good, so hopefully it's a good sign for things to come.
Okay, thanks,
All
Kyle.
right.